Hey, GenderqueerChat, Joe here. I'm so sorry I missed last week. I was kind of discombobulated and busy. And I previously had already done the topic, so I didn't feel so bad missing it. If you go back, I've done hormones and surgeries before. Anyway, I want to introduce you to somebody. Hold on a second here. Who's this? Who's this? Oh, she's a little bit of a monkey. I don't know if you could see that there, but she had a spay scar. She's Pepper, and I'm completely in love with Pepper. But she's not staying. I'm just fostering her. She showed up at my door a couple weeks ago, and I got her spayed, and my mother's going to take her. So that's my new little baby. And Stanley's right here, and if you can imagine, Stanley doesn't even mind her, which is highly weird. Okay, this week's topic is, do you think you will ever have children? If you have children, are the terms mom and dad a problem? Discuss the theory versus the biology of childbearing and childrearing, etc. And the bonus question is, what are you most proud of? No, I am never going to have children. I had my tubes tied when I was 26. And I never, ever, ever wanted to be a mother. I could possibly be a parent, possibly in some alternate universe. But the word mother to me has horrible overtones. It's kind of, a mother is quite possibly the last thing I would ever want to be on this planet. I think mothers get a raw deal. I think mothers act stupid and then say, oh, well, you don't understand, you're not a mother, as if motherhood is like a carte blanche to do stupid things or act stupid. I think the world doesn't respect mothers. Children are, I want to say, an absolute nightmare. I had stepkids at one point in my life, and it was an absolute nightmare. It could be argued, you know, everyone talks about the love you get love you get from a child or whatever, but I don't know, I just choose to find love elsewhere in my life, I guess. The love of a child is not something I've ever craved or wanted, or I've never wanted a mini-me. I've never wanted the responsibility that goes along with having to be sort of the main explainer to it, you know what I mean? I think of all the things that I deferred to my mother. Deferred, is that the word? Like, when I asked my mom questions when I was a kid, she would answer me, and I would just believe it to be true. For instance, Mom, what's the difference between the Catholic and the Protestants? And my mom would say, oh, Protestants are going to hell. Mom, what's abortion? Oh, that's when a mother doesn't want to have a baby, so she murders it. You know, these were things my mother believed to be true, and she would pass those little tidbits on to me. Another one is the marital rape one. I think I've discussed this in the religion video. You know, that a woman's duty is to basically submit to her husband and think of England or whatever. And these are all religious things, I realize. But I mean, that's the thing that a mother, I don't think there's any real way for a parent to raise a child with certain beliefs and not pass those beliefs on to that child. And I think that's crooked and criminal and evil and brainwashing and twisted. And I wish there was just a way for children to be raised and not have to be, you know, have expectations made on them by a parent. And I would never ever want to be in that position. I also think the world is terribly overcrowded, and I think it's very selfish to want children. That's my personal opinion. I think that if you want somebody who looks like you or shares your DNA, now one of the things here is that I actually made up this question for the group, but I said discuss the theory versus the biology. And I have, for whatever reason, no biological urge to have children. And I understand that a lot of people do. I do get that. My sister and I were talking about this one time. Like, the reason we had such, I guess, high sex drives when we were in our 20s, or in your teens or 20s, is that's when your body's prime time to give birth, to have a baby, naturally speaking, biologically speaking. You want to definitely... Your body wants to have babies, and it wants to fuck like rabbits to have babies. That's just what it wants to do. And once you kind of get over that hump, it seems to me, or if you ever have it at all, I guess I did have a bit of a sex drive in the 90s. Pepper scratched me. I'm just going to deal with this here for a second. Yeah, once you kind of get over that biological urge, if you've ever had it at all, and then you get to start thinking about the theory of it. It's kind of like vegetarianism too. Like, a lot of people are, like, I don't know, sometimes they have gut reactions to eating meat or something, but when you think about the theory, you know, things make more sense. Like, meat tastes good, for example. Bacon tastes good. but that doesn't mean it's right to eat it. Like, just because your body wants to have a baby doesn't mean you should have a baby, especially if you're not capable of raising a child, or, you know, if you're... I think about all the people in the world who have kids that pass on really crooked ideas to those kids. It makes me crazy. Gendered ideas, for example, passing those notions on, and then having, you know, extreme expectations of those children. It just makes me crazy. The terms mom and dad, yeah, I don't know that I would like to be called mom, or what, Stanley? I know. I don't know that I would like to be called mom, and dad doesn't fit either because of my genderqueer status. So, you know, we used to joke and call my parents parental units sometimes. I don't know. I mean, having never wanted to be a parent, or I mean, maybe in my, like I said, my late teens and early 20s, I started asking about getting my tubes tied when I was 22. And at that time, the doctors all say, you're too young. And I think, I'm not too young to have a baby. Why am I too young not to have a baby? Like, why am I too young to make that decision not to have a baby when, you know, lots of girls who are 22 have babies. Anyway, it was 26 by the time I was able to get the tubal. And partly that was because I made I drew up a manifesto. I wrote like a 4-page explanation as to why I didn't want kids, like or economical, financial, you know, family history, mental illness, this kind of thing. Stanley, what? He's right up here. You want to see him? Hi, sweetie. So I don't know. And then also I was with a guy at the time who had kids, and I remember telling the guy, no, oh, I have stepkids, you know, my mothering instincts are fulfilled, basically, is all you need to tell them, and they're like, oh, okay. Because everybody wants to be a mother, right? You can't possibly not want to be a mother. Well, at least you have stepkids. I always tell people who don't want to have kids, if you're looking for an excuse to give your gyno to get that tubal, then just tell them that. Tell them you have stepchildren, and it'll shut them up in a hurry. So, yeah, I'll never have them. I don't want them. It's not my... And I don't... And again, being on the pill, as I've been for the last 20 years or whatever, 15, 18 years, sweetie, I don't get the... like, you know, it really does kind of temper your sex drive, and it does temper... I think it does temper your urges in that direction, because I do think there is a biological urge to have children that some people have, and I just never had it. Okay, the bonus question is, what are you most proud of? What? I have so many things that I'm proud of. I'm a Leo, so I'm proud of everything. I guess the biggest one is having fulfilled my life's goal to visit almost every state and every province. I've done 49 out of 50 states, 9 out of 10 provinces, and 2 out of 3 territories. I'm very proud of the fact that I've set goals for myself and I've achieved them in my lifetime. I have a thing on the wall, actually. I did catch, I think it was Christina's video at the beginning of the week. I haven't watched anybody else's video this week. I've been crazy busy, so sorry about that. But I have a plaque on the wall over there. It says 1988 Top Junior Cadet. And when I was an Air Cadet in 1988, I had a, at the end of the year, there was like, I don't know, 150 of us in the squadron. It was a huge squadron. And I remember they were giving out awards, and I didn't expect to win. No one had given me warning that I might win, nothing like that. I didn't even know what the awards were. I didn't even know there was one. It was Top Junior Cadet, and they had Top Senior Cadet. There were 2 cadet awards they were giving out that year. And, yeah, they called my name out of a squadron of 150 people, and hundreds of parents had shown up. And my father had shown up, and my father never, ever came to high school grads or nothing. Like, that's the only thing in my childhood, my teen years, my father ever showed up for, because I saw a flash go off in the crowd when I went to go up to get my award. And that one, I know it was a long time ago, but I don't know, just... I like winning awards. I like having feathers in my cap. I really do. I'm also proud of the person I've become over the years. I'm proud that I've lost a lot of the judgmentalism. I still have a long way to go on that front, but I've lost a lot of the hang-ups that I've had over my lifetime. And I think that's a testament to just, you know, making up your mind to be somebody and to be that person, to be a better person every day. Just going to quickly touch last week because I missed it, was what is your idea of excitement? Wait a minute, do I even want to touch on that? I haven't even thought about it. I'm not a daredevil. I don't like doing any sort of daredevil-y type things. Excitement to me, no, I don't even know. I'd have to think about that. Maybe I'll do that one next week. I have to think about it. Good to see you guys. Sorry about last week, and glad you got to meet Pepper. Oh, she's so cute. She's just laying there like a little munchkin. She's like half chinchilla. Her fur is so soft. Okay, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.